Thousands of new jobs and the ability to get from Birmingham to London in less than an hour. But not everyone's happy about HS2. Land on Alum Rock High Street, rented out to two businesses by landlord Darren Bartlett, was compulsory purchased to make way for the high-speed rail line. And the owners of those businesses have been speaking to the BBC.
I've nowhere to go. I've got 4 children to look after and a wife, so I'm in big trouble right now. I'm really, really stressed.
If they're going to pay us, then we're going to find a place or buy a place for us. If they're going to close this one down, we're going to just sit at home, do nothing, because this is not fair, this is not good.
Darren was due to hand the keys over yesterday afternoon, but things didn't go quite according to plan.
You're putting people on the streets.
People on the street. You need to feel ashamed about this.
They're on the dole tomorrow. HS2 weren't designed to put people on the dole. Does the government know how you're acting?
That was Darren shouting at the HS2 representatives who turned up to take away his keys. Well, he now says he's even prepared to barricade himself in if necessary, and he joins us this morning. Darren, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Whereabouts are you calling from? Are you actually at your premises at the moment?
I'm not at the moment. I'm just taking this call and I'm going down immediately afterwards.
So what happened yesterday then?
The two tenants refused to leave, and HS2 was supposed to turn up between 2:30 and 3 and take possession of the properties. Unfortunately, no offers have been made. They refused to enter into negotiations till the last minute, and then on technicalities, they're trying to avoid payments or offers of payment. And I know that their statement reads that the paperwork's not correct, but as this thing gathers pace, which it's doing at the moment, more people getting in touch with me. They've had advance payments in since 2014, and they haven't been paid.
Right, let's just get to the number. This seems quite confusing, actually, because it sounds like there's an awful lot going on. So what happens is that your premises were compulsorily purchased, and so therefore you were then supposed to fill in the paperwork to claim for compensation.
My representative was supposed to fill in the paperwork and then send the claim forward to HS2.
And
but unfortunately, they wouldn't negotiate with us till the last minute, which didn't give us time to get the paperwork correctly in, and that's the crux of it.
Right. So what was the problem with the paperwork?
Just technicality as regards they come up and said there's two covenants on the site, which I didn't know about, which is like old regulations on the site, which took a month for them to reply to. And the other one was a slight boundary dispute with my neighbour, which we resolved, which they refused to accept because it's not on the paperwork. My neighbour's property's empty, it's clean, he's abided by everything they've asked him to do, and they still haven't made him a payment neither. So this technical thing about we haven't got our paperwork in, yes, he's probably right, but unfortunately there's plenty of people who have got the paperwork in, it's been in for months, and they haven't had offers on the table as per yet.
So therefore HS2 are wanting you to leave without actually having a penny?
Yeah, that's it basically. I'm not prepared to leave my property without an offer on the table. I'm not on the phone at 7 o'clock in the morning speaking to you. No disrespect. I'm not here out of greed. I'm here out of desperation. This is just not right. And whatever's happening to me at the moment will happen to other people as HS2 comes through Birmingham. So anyone who gets an envelope A4 size white with HS2 written on it, be very afraid.
So having explained, did HS2 actually explain, have you talked to them and said, look, okay, things may not have been, the paperwork, we have a problem with that, but if I leave without, I've got no money. And what did they say to that?
Everything will be fine.
Everything will be fine. Did they give you an idea when you would actually get any money?
No. One guy left in December. He self-funded his move. It's cost him £300,000 up to date. They give him an interim payment 2 weeks ago of £45,000. He had an interview with Birmingham Live yesterday, and they showed at the interview that he'd been paid £45,000. What he didn't say, that actually that was to pay his VAT bill because he was on the verge of bankruptcy. He's happy to come on the TV or the radio and have an interview with you guys. He had his advance payments in.
The two business owners, because you're the landlord, the two business owners are on your, on your watch, if you like, on your land. They must have been pleased that you didn't hand the keys over, I'd have thought.
Well, they wasn't going to hand the keys over, and I just thought it was in my duty to go down and stand with them. They should be up the job centre today. So that's what HS2 have done to them.
It's as bald as that.
That's it. Yesterday at 2:30 yesterday, my two guys should have took their overalls off. Well, three guys or two tenants, should I say. Sorry I'm wound up, but I'm very passionate about this. This has been going on for nearly a year now. We haven't been able to enter negotiations with them until the last minute, and they've got us on silly technicalities. And that's all I keep saying. That's all I give you guys They just tell us what we want to hear. Our guys should be at the job centre today.
Do the business owners get compensation too, or is it just you?
No, the business owners are supposed to be compensated as well, and they haven't had an offer.
They haven't had an offer either, and they've gone
No.
through that. They've gone through the same hoops that you have.
They've got them on silly technicalities because they couldn't get their paperwork in because they wouldn't negotiate with us till the last minute. And this is the crux of what's going on at the moment. They're not talking to people until the last minute because ultimately all they want is your keys. Because once they've got your keys, you haven't got nothing to fight for.
What happens?
I spoke to a gentleman yesterday. He gave his yard up a month ago. And he said, he was down the site yesterday, he said, I wished I'd have done what you did. He said, as I handed the keys over, my gut feeling was, what are you doing? And he said to me yesterday, I wish I'd have done what you've done.
Has he got any money? Has he got any
No,
money?
he hasn't even been offered anything yet.
So he's handed it over and walked away and he hasn't got anything. What happens next then? You say you barricade yourself in if necessary.
Yeah,
What
we're
happens?
just back down there again today. They'll be along with the bailiffs. I think that's their next move. But it's just not fair and it's not just and it's just not. It's not proper. I think we're in a democracy. The government can't know how the HS2 are operating because it's just wrong.
It seems like
Other people have got all their paperwork correct since 2014 and they haven't had a penny.
So all they're saying is you do the paperwork and everything will be fine.
Yeah, that's it. But unfortunately, it'll be after the day they took my keys and I'm not prepared to do that.
Well,
And my tenants aren't prepared to do that. They can't move. They've got other business to go, other premises to go to, but they haven't got the funds to move.
well, Darren, please keep us posted on what's happening, won't you?
I will do, yeah.
Excellent.
I will do. Let me just say that the CPO compulsory purchase order was set up to make people move no further backwards. And it's supposed to help and assist you in moving into a new property and compensating you to get to the next level in your life. At the moment, we're all going backwards in Birmingham.